Hello and welcome to part 5 of my mini manifestation series. So in this one I want to talk about emotions, and this is something that nobody really talks about with manifestation. From one way they talk about it, so I hear often about elevated emotion, raising your vibration and becoming the thing you're going to attract, but nobody seems to talk about the emotions that arise that are already there in your body when you start looking for your manifestation. So many mentors talk about this. So we've got David Hawkins and Michael Singer, and I really recommend the book Letting Go by David Hawkins. And what he describes is that within our energy field we have emotions that are in there from trauma that we've had as a child, as growing up. And even if you had a really great childhood, you will have trauma. So for example, if you wanted to ask the teacher a question and they weren't available to answer at that time and you were struggling with something, that's trauma. And as children, we're not encouraged to feel our emotions. So what happens is this gets trapped in our energy, and everything is energy. So what we're doing is we're attracting situations to us to match that trauma. And so what I've found is a way of supercharging manifestations is to feel that which is already in us. And we have great opportunities in life to do that when we're triggered by something on the outside. So rather than say that thing made me feel like that, the best thing to do is say, well, what is this inside me that trigger has touched, and then to feel the energy behind that emotion. Something cannot trigger you unless you've already got that within yourself. Now I could talk on this all day, and this is what I work with mostly with my clients, and I call it spell breaking, or you can call it inner child work or shadow work. And like I said, I could talk all day on this subject. I've also done a video which is called What I Do When I'm Triggered and Emotional, and it's there in my feed for you to have a look at when I'm feeling emotion, how I process that. And like I've said, this is by far one of the most supercharging method that I've found for moving towards what I prefer when I feel these emotions. And as human beings, we have mastered not feeling our emotions, as in anger, sadness and fear. We don't want to feel them, but I can promise you that if you look into this and you start doing, as I said, the inner child work, the shadow work, read David Hawkins' book, start letting go, your life will change in a way that's simply like magic. And if you want to talk to me about working with me on this, just send me a private message as well.